came across a drifting ship. I took a look inside. I found a note that someone wrote that said, take her for a ride. I set a course for sights unseen, went out to open sea. To my surprise, a bunch of sailors joined along with me. Now we're sailing on the mystery ship, and all the sailors here are really hip. There isn't any cost of membership. All you gotta do is join our trip. Yeah, I'm the captain of the mystery ship, and I'm a-calling all aboard this ship. I'm really hoping that you'll enjoy it up on the mystery ship. So bring a friend and come along with us aboard the mystery ship.
Holy guacamole. Good evening, my friends, and welcome to episode number 501 of The Mystery Ship. How are you doing out there? This is, of course, not the voice of reason. We sure know that. This is your brother Zoe coming to you from the filthy corner of my roasting hot garage. How are you doing out there? I hope everything is wonderful in your world. Let me take a quick peek, just a quick peek around the horn to make sure I'm live everywhere I'm supposed to be. Yes, I am live at Pilled Foxhole. That is a beautiful thing. Awesomeness. Wonderful people showing up there. Let's see if we're live at Rumble. We are ready to rumble at Rumble, and we are live at Rumble. And it even says there's 5 people over there, so whoever you are, I freaking love you. Let's get over to the Brother Zoe channel in YouTube land. Apparently that is live. That appears to be live. We'll turn the sound down over there so there's no doubling up. And it looks like, my goodness, we've got people showing up over there. Good to see you guys. Great to have you. Great to have you aboard, my friends. Let's get over to D Live, the home of the champions. These are the champions. See that crown behind me? Do you see that crown behind me? They wear it well over there. They really do. They are nothing short of amazing. And they are live with us. One last little peek, just in case. I know it is I know it's the MySpace of broadcast land, but I'm going to take a look at Twitch just to see if I'm live. And it looks like I am. Oh, for goodness sakes. Log me in already. Why would I be logged out? Okay, I'm not checking. Looks like I'm not checking in on Twitch tonight because I left both of my phones in the house charging. And with good reason. With good reason. How are we doing out there, my friends? Let me knock those waves down just a wee bit. We're successfully out of the harbor. The harbor's behind us. There's nothing but sirens and a few manatees in front of us. Manatee in front of us. How are we doing out there? My apologies for not joining you on Sunday night. Your brother Zoe has been in his spare time, in all of my spare time, both minutes of it. I have been working on a building on my property. Both Mrs. Zoe and myself have storage units that we pay heinous amounts of money for. And why should we when we have the ability to have our own building? I am building not only a place for my stuff, according to George Carlin, but this is going to be a humdinger. I mean, it will house the Harleys, it will house the farm equipment, it will house all of the chicken feed and whatever else we need to stuff in it, plus all of my tools and all of the stuff I have in my storage and all of Mrs. Zoe's stuff that she's had in a storage unit for way many more years than one would really believe. It's funny. It's a funny thing about storage units. They creep up on you. And the people who own storage units, they're banking on that fact. You know, if you wanted to be a gazillionaire, build yourself some storage units. You will rent them immediately. It's strange how people just don't want to get rid of their stuff. They don't. It might have sentimental value. It might have whatever. They look at it and they think, oh man, I'll never replace this. I've got to keep it. Not stopping to think that it's a 1971 alarm clock that, you know, uses 4 times as much power as the brand new ones that you get down the street. Besides the fact that your cell phone is your alarm clock. So why would you need a 45-year-old alarm clock in your storage unit? You tell me, we'll both know. Anyway, as soon as that building is done, I'll be a much happier camper. But I had some boys over this past weekend, and we worked in the long, hot sun. And it just, what can I tell you? It kicked this old man's ass. No shade. I got sunburn. But it is coming along. I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting to see something like that come to fruition. Speaking of things that have come to fruition, I think we've had enough time for people to populate the different platforms. Let's say some hellos. Why not? I insist that I do. My brother Crazy Chuck with a K is in the house. How you doing, my friend? Chuck is going to be prominently featured in this upcoming little video. If it, let me check the video. Let me see if it has. Let me see if it has cured yet. Let me see if it is cured. Oh, it looks like it has. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So just in a few minutes here, I'm gonna play a little video for you. That's great. Outstanding. Back to Pilled Foxhole. Back to Pilled Foxhole. LT 57, a great and wonderful man, as honest as the day is long. The other night, LT won himself a little prize, and then later on, Lieutenant Cooker called in, and he also goes by LT. Well, I confuse the two because I hear the name LT. I'm used to seeing a Northern California number, and a different number came up, and he said it was his landline, and I just associated it with LT57FSH, and he called in to say, hey, Zoe, just so you know, that was Lieutenant Cooker who won that. And I'm like, well, that's a whole different ball of wax. Honest sailors, that's what we have on this program. As good as the day is long. Kind of like that grog right there. Oh, let's see. Who else is hanging out with us tonight? Girl Patriot in the house. What's up, pretty lady? I love that sticker. Very nice indeed. Wonderful, in fact. Bender to no one in the house. She made it through the other night on the phone. When it was nonstop busy, she got through. Good to see it. My brother, the Texan, hanging in there, man. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. There's a big congratulation for my brother, the Texan. You know, when you're a union guy, you have to go through a probation period. And folks, he did it. He's in. They can't touch him. He's the golden man right now. So my hat is off to you, brother. Good for you, my friend. good for you. Nothing but good news there. Due diligence in the house. How's it going, buddy? How's everything in your world? The SS Foxhole taking a cruise right there. Empress bitch to you. Hey, darling. Going to be talking about you here shortly. Ginger 45. How wonderful to see your smiling face, my friend Mary. Hope everything is good for you and your hubby. She shared with me that they are soon to be celebrating, I think she said, her 28th wedding anniversary. I think that is just phenomenal. Congratulations. Congratulations, Ginger. That deserves some bell ringing right there. Yes, indeed. Prairie Fire in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Hope everything is wonderful in your world. Angry Mary is with us. How you doing, little lady? Good to see you. Due diligence, sharing the love, spreading the love right there. Thank you kindly, brother. You can't help yourself, can you? You just can't help yourself. I love that guy. Love that guy. Girl Patriot, thank you, too, for your amazing support of the show. And Ginger, oh, you guys are amazing over there. Rooster, my brother, coming in hot with the shades. Thank you, my friend. Hope everything is good out in West Texas, where you live in a very, very nice neck of the woods, let me tell you. Just Jim. Good to see your smiling face, buddy. It's been a minute. Thank you for the love right there. That's a beautiful thing. How fantastic. Oh, you guys are just off the charts cool. Uncle Krusty is with us. Hey, that's awesome. Good to see you. Make Karen Great Again has joined us. Boy, we've got some fine sailors hanging out over at Pilled Foxhole tonight. Welcome aboard, my friends. Let's take a quick peek over at YouTube, where, I'm not kidding you, some of the finest sailors I've ever known sail over there. James Halloran, good to see you, buddy. Dragon Sage in the house. Revolution, welcome, my friend. Welcome aboard the mystery ship. R. Charlie, Rita, lovely Rita, how are you doing? Good to have you with us. Thanks for joining us. Who else we got over here? Daniel and LN, always a pleasure to see your smiling face, my frankly brother right there. Norma Williams, one of our winners from the other night. Norma was a winner. Good to see you. Fantastic. Great to have all of you aboard over there. One more quick peek at Rumble. I just want to see the number 12. 12 sailors at Rumble. Now, you may not be chatting in the chat, but I just want you to know this. Thank you, Rumblers. Thank you for being there. One day, Rumble is going to be a fantastic place to hang out and watch the mystery ship. But for now, the 11 of you, I'm going to say, you know what? You got in on the ground floor, and I will never forget you. All right, over to the home of the champions. Yes, no shortage of them. No shortage of the champions. TL Spud in the house. Artist 61. What's going on, Steph? How are you doing? Bad Zoot. Kate. Good to see you, little lady. Hope you're doing wonderfully. Sleeping Stars. How are you doing? Gonna need to be hearing from Sleeping Stars there just shortly. J-Lot. I hope to be hearing from you too as well. You guys will know what I'm talking about here in just a little bit. Rick Carmen, what is going on, my brother? Getting late back east. Glad to have you with us. Really am. Good to see you. Vault Music in the house. Amethyst Cat here. Kitty. How you doing, little lady? Wonderful to see your smiling face. Boy, we have got just the cream of the crop hanging out. Cream of the crop hanging out over at the home of the champions this evening. Welcome, my friends. Welcome, one and all. Thank you for Syllabore in the house, sharing the love, as is Bad Zoot. They're bringing it. They're bringing the high heat. Bringing the high heat. Folks, I am in the final throes of this project that I'm on. I've made it known that on the 24th of June, I will not be around any longer because I'm going to go cross country on my annual jaunt. I've got 2 more states. See all these pins from all these different states? Well, I got to sew that back on before it falls off. All these pins from all these different states. Well, I've got 2 states to go. One of them is Arkansas, and the other one is North Dakota, both of which I will be conquering this year. Absolutely. I get those pins. I can say I've been to all 48 contiguous. So that's something for a biker to be able to say that, okay? Do it in a car, do it in a truck, you know. But when you're out there in the elements, bugs in your teeth, it's a whole different world. I'm excited about going. I really am. The only thing standing in my way is a little piece of paper known to the city of Talent as a certificate of occupancy, which means I need to get all of my final inspections done so I can hand them the keys and say, Rotsa rock, Rotsa rock. Now, a good thing did happen today, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to show it to you. I really do. Let's see. Do I have it here? Yes, let's just show this to you. Let's just show this to you. This is my local news channel. They are called Channel 12 KDRV. Let me just grab this and show it to you. There it is, KDRV, Channel 12, Medford, Oregon. That's where I live. And they came down to my job site today and shot an extensive bit of video. The anchor and host's name right there, Tim Quitadamo. He is a very cool guy. He interviewed me at length. Then he went and interviewed the lady that is the director of Talent Maker City. They're very, very excited about moving in. All the stars seem to be lining up. But for your brothers, though, there are certain stars in the heavens that if they don't line up, I am SOL. And I think you know what that means. So, today we poured some concrete, right? We poured a wheelchair ramp that goes down into the sidewalk. The reason we poured that is because tomorrow we're going to pave it. We're going to pave the handicapped parking spot directly in front of that handicapped ramp. The following day, a gentleman is going to come and stripe it. You know, the little picture of the blue man and the wheelchair and the blue stripes and the hash marks and all that. Then they're going to put in the signs that say, handicap parking only. Then, when my building is 100% ADA compliant, only then can I invite the elevator inspector to come down, because the elevator inspector won't even bother. He won't even bother to come to my building unless it is 100% ADA compliant. Even outdoor stuff that has nothing to do with the elevator has to be achieved before he will even bother to show up. So once I get my elevator inspection, then and only then can I get my final inspections from the city. It is like one thing holds up the next. If this one guy falls down, then the next guy can't start, and the next guy can't start, and the next guy can't start. And when that happens, I call the second guy. I said, hey, bump it a day. The first guy fell down. All right, I'll see you on Thursday instead of Wednesday. I call the second guy, the second tier out. Hey, dude, gonna have to make it Friday instead of Thursday because the first guy fell down. Not gonna work for me, man. I can't be there on Friday. I'm not gonna be able to come until Monday. That's the way it works. It's like dominoes. They all fall down. Ashes, we all fall down. That's if that happens to me, I'm going to burn the place to the ground. I'm going to burn it down. Right now, I need all of the stars to line up. I need my fingers crossed. driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. However, they did have some nice things to say, and here at 8 o'clock, in a mere half hour, the video to the story will be aired on their channel. So probably on my next mystery ship on Friday night, I'll be able to share that video with you, unless for some reason I can find it tonight before the show ends. Then I'll be happy to share it with you. But here's the gist of it. Here is the gist of what they said, and I'm a little proud of this. What can I say? I'm a little bit proud of this. Talent, Oregon. Following the Alameda fire in 2020, plots of land once home to local businesses remained vacant on East Main Street in Talent. Now, Talent Maker City's new makerspace is raising spirits among the locals. One of those businesses is next to our current location, said Allison French, executive director of Talent Maker City. She told me when she drives by this lot now, her heart doesn't drop. It raises up because something good is happening in that space that was previously devastated by that fire. The new facility will provide twice as much space for TMC's many workshops on woodworking, screen and 3D printing, pottery, and more. French says community members and local businesses have helped donate nearly all the materials you needed to get ready to open in the fall of 2024, which is earlier than originally planned. Once in a blue moon, the gods smile at you, said Al Sella, project superintendent with Outlier Construction. I guess Kronos took a liking to this project because we're turning it over almost 4 months ahead of schedule. To fully understand TMC's love affair with the community, look back to the devastation of the Alameda fire in 2020. With locals losing their homes and businesses, TMC partnered with Rogue Action Center and Rogue Climate to provide water, food, and other resources to those impacted. Then TMC began getting requests for beds, and the organization started building them for displaced locals. It's kind of neat. We start to see all the life coming back into Talent, French said. People are starting to move into new, permanent, secure housing, and we're still building beds. Once we get into the new space, we'll know if we need more materials, French told Newswatch 12. Right now, we're looking for financial donations. The community has been so generous already, but we're really hoping to expand our metalworking and get some new tools when we move in. So I'm personally very, very excited for them. I am happy beyond words for them. They are, talk about excited. These people are freaking, oh my God, they're over the moon. Although they only showed one little clip of me there, I have a funny feeling that I will be a little more prominently featured in the video article when it comes out. So it's supposed to air at 8 p.m. I'll keep my eye on the clock. Maybe I'll get to share it with you before this show is over. But you know, I do have a video to share with you tonight, a very good one. But before I get to that, have you voted for Ashley Sella lately? Have you voted for Ashley Sella? Let me take a look up here. Let me take a look. Where it is. Ashley Sella, Health and Fitness. Yes, this is our girl. This is our girl. So, Dad forgot to vote today. Dad forgot to vote today. Dang it. The hell's wrong with you? All right, so here's where we're at. Here is where we're at. Boy, she's currently fourth. Oh, boy, Dad better get on the stick. Dad better get on the stick. Do you see this little, do you see this link up here, people? That link right there, okay? I'm going to copy and paste it. I'm going to drop it in all of the chats. I'm begging of you to please vote for my daughter. If you would be so kind, please vote for my daughter. She's fighting hard. Here's what, I'll tell you exactly where we're sitting. This is the semifinals, okay? These are the semifinals. She has to come in first place on this round, which ends on Thursday. She has to come in first place by tomorrow night. Otherwise, it's all over. Now, Dad, dear old Dad, that would be me, I've been saving some of my money because Wednesdays, and that would be today, Wednesdays is double vote day. If you vote once, it actually counts twice. So let me get over here to the wonderful people in YouTube, dropping the link there. Fantastic. Folks, if you could take a second and vote for my daughter, this gives her a chance. It gives her a chance to make it on the front cover of Health and Fitness magazine. The kid is, she's rock solid. I mean, she's got a six-pack. My whole life, all I ever wanted was a six-pack, and all I ever got was Coors Light. I don't know what the problem is, but it just never happened for me. It didn't happen for me. Man. Let me tell you what did happen for me, and this is wonderful. This is wonderful. I have been able to make a final decision. You know, I'm not really in control of my destiny as much as I would like to be. If, you know, certain things are just sometimes just out of your control. You'd like them to be that way. You wish that it would go that way for you, but you know, sometimes it just doesn't come to fruition. And then every now and then you get a surprise. You get a surprise that just blows your doors off. And let me tell you, I had one of those surprises. I came home from work 2 nights ago. As you know, I have been contemplating. I've been contemplating which motorcycle of mine to take around the country. It's a big country, people. It is a really big country. And my girl Peggy and I have gone around the country 3 times together. Now she's a 2004 Road King, Harley Davidson Road King, and it's a wonderful bike. But she's getting up there. She's getting up there in the years, in the miles, and although she is still a fine, trusty steed, my flying white horse, I have to say that the newer bike I bought, Liberty is her name. You guys named her Liberty, Lady Liberty. She's kind of the cat's meow. I mean, it's got more gears, faster than greased lightning. It is smooth. It's not worn out. It's tight. But when I took Liberty around the country last year, she beat the living daylights out of me. I mean, especially, and I'm sorry to say this, Cosmic Grandpa, I mean you no harm, the state of Pennsylvania itself, rife with potholes, that state has the roughest roads I've ever been on in my life. It beat the crap out of me. I came home and my back hurt for 2 months because the stock factory seat on a Harley Davidson is garbage. It's garbage. However, I came home the other day. Actually, I wasn't even home yet. I was working late. I've worked late every night this week. I only got home 5 minutes before this show started. I got a phone call from my sister-in-law Tuesday night. She goes, "Are you coming home?" I said, "I'm trying to get out of here." She says, "Well, what about this big package?" I said, what big package? She goes, you got a box here. You got a really large box here. I think it has something to do with motorcycles. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? She goes, it's addressed to you. It says something about Mustang on it. Now, let me tell you, like a month ago, I was having a casual chat with one of my sailors. And he mentioned something like, dude, we really should look into a quality seat for Libby. And I said, yeah, and I mean, I'm all ears. That man, those things they're not cheap, and they're certainly not giving them away. Well, I came home to an absolutely lovely surprise, a lovely surprise. Let me share this with you right now. All right, this is freaking bad to the bone. I cannot believe this, Chuck. I'm just out of my mind. I'm out of my mind with, I can't believe this. I cannot freaking believe this. Honey, this is a Mustang. Look at this. We're going to go compare this to what is that piece of shit that's on the bike. Let's go do this. Oh my God. This is amazing. Oh my God, look at the difference. Oh my God. So, see that little tiny thing that you sit on? Look at this, darling. Look how wide that, and look how comfy. I mean, look how cheap that is. And look how wide this is. And see the backrest? Now I just got this little, there's no padding in that. This is like, oh my God, it's like a Barco lounger. Oh, I gotta put it on the bike. I gotta put it on. I have been tossing coins about taking my girl, Peggy, out across the country one last time. She is a beautiful 04 Road King, all the bells and whistles for her day. She's got a lot of added chrome and a lot of fancy stuff all over her. One of the things I've always loved about this bike is its Mustang seat, okay? That is made by a company, an aftermarket company called Mustang. I'm telling you, they make the finest seats known to man. Now, the thing about Libby here, don't get me wrong, I love Libby. This is the sexiest looking, this is a go-fast machine, okay? She is grease lightning. She's got an extra gear that Libby doesn't have, that Peggy doesn't have. This bike is meant to haul ass, and it is smooth as a baby's butt. But there's one thing about it that I can't stand, and that is the stock factory seat, okay? I'm sorry. It's got nothing to do with a Mustang seat. It's just thin. You can see how thin it is. It's thin. The padding is poor. I'm pretty sure, honestly, look how wide that space is for the passenger. Look how tiny that little spot is for somebody to put their butt on that thing, okay? Look at this beautiful, brand new seat. This, my friends, is a Mustang seat made for Libby over there. So I want you to look at these two seats side by side. Here is the stock factory seat, and there's the rear passenger, and this is a Mustang seat and its rear passenger deck. Can you see the unbelievable difference
Well, dang it, it's just starting to get dark, but I think you can see it on there. Oh my goodness, the difference. The difference. I gotta go. I'm going for a ride.
And go for a ride I did. The second I sat in that thing, I'm not kidding you, I sat in it, I pushed my arms back, and I went, oh my God. There is a certain sailor that I want to thank for that, and that is my friend Crazy Chuck with a K. I had, literally, we just like casually talked about it, okay? I had no idea that that was going to show up in my front yard. I was astounded. I was shocked. I was flattered. It blew my doors off. Chuck, Crazy Chuck with a K, you are one wonderful man. I cannot wait to ride up to your home and let you sit on that and let you see just how wonderful it is. My ride that night was just like, I didn't want to go home. I just wanted to keep on riding that night. It was such a beautiful night, and what a difference. What a difference. What a difference. Crazy Chuck with a K, I freaking love you, man. Thank you so much for, I talked to him about it. He goes, Zoe, let me tell you, God put it on my heart to make that happen for you. He goes, you do a lot for a bunch of people, and I just happen to be in a place to make it happen. I really can't words can't express my absolute glee. I'm so excited about that freaking motorcycle at that seat. It is seriously like, it's turned my life around. It has made my decision for me. It single-handedly made my decision. Now I'm taking Liberty, and Liberty and I are going to have the most wonderful ride ever, because she's absolutely bulletproof. She has got a 6-year warranty, bumper to bumper. If something goes wrong, I just point and I go, Harley, fix that, and let me know when you're done. At no cost, not a penny out of my pocket. But no, it's a good, solid, beautiful bike, and we are going to have one wonderful ride. In fact, that's what tonight's story is about. Where I'm going, what I'm doing, what I'm seeing, and all of that. And I'm going to need your help, people. I'm going to need your calls. It's going to be extraordinary. Extraordinary. Speaking of extraordinary, we'll be back immediately following this video right here. I'll see you on the other side.
Why do we sail upon the mystery ship? 'Cause we never know where we'll go next.
So this is the time when I'd like to take a second and thank the wonderful people who support this program in whatever way it is that you support it. Whether it is simply telling a friend, whether it is perhaps splashing some gold pills around or lemons, I really appreciate all of you wonderful folks and your amazing support. Without you, this show really wouldn't exist. I mean, the show is all about me and my adventures meeting the sailors. And I mean, you're part of the show. You are the show. I'm very fortunate in the last 3-4 years that I have done this. I have gotten to meet so many wonderful people. I get to go hang out with Frank over at Quite Frankly. In fact, we are trying to synchronize calendars right now, trying to dial it in, fine tune it a little bit, because it's a little hard for me to project exactly when I'm going to be back in his area. And, sometimes he already has a guest plan, but we'll see what happens. Most of the time, it always seems to work out. I have begun mapping this year's course. I haven't finished it yet. You can see there's going to be a lot of miles. I've got to get, this is where I live in Southern Oregon. I am heading up into deep into Washington. Then I'm headed eastward up towards Coeur d'Alene, actually Post Falls. I'll probably stop in and say hello to my brother Salty Nuts. From there, I'm going to zigzag my way across Montana to get down into Wyoming, because in this corner of Wyoming is where you find Yellowstone and Old Faithful. And I have yet to lay eyes on Yellowstone and Old Faithful, and, well, I'm going to take you there. We're going to see it together. We're going to see it together. From there, I'm going to continue to the other side of Wyoming, where the Devil's Tower looms. I've always wanted to see the Devil's Tower. I'm going to reach out to, I have a buddy right there in Casper, see if he is up for making the jaunt over there. And I was supposed to meet him 2 years ago, and time-wise, it didn't quite work out, but he went anyway. Anyway, that is on the list. That is most certainly on the list of things to see. From there, I go due north, up into North Dakota, because I've got to get my 47th badge, okay? North Dakota is one of the states I have yet to conquer. And then I'll be cutting laterally through Minnesota, may even be dropping in on either the Biblicist or perhaps, yes, perhaps that guy. I want to get down into Wisconsin. I haven't spent I've been through like Eau Claire, but there's a guy out there named Prairie Fire, and I really want to meet him. Really want to shake this guy's hand and get some video of the two of us hanging out together. Get a look at his mountain bike. See what it is that he's riding. Then I need to kind of double back a little bit, because there is a wonderful lady out in Omaha. Yes, Omaha, and that's just a stone's throw from a night's lodging that I have already lined up with Abe Sinclair, the former producer of Quite Frankly and a good close personal friend of mine. Abe has said, Zoe, come on down, baby, come on down. So I'll be meeting up with Abe, but I really hope to bump into Porpoiseful over here. Going through Iowa, I'm also hoping that maybe CB's daughter, I may be able to meet up with her. From there, dropping down into Kansas City, I will head east once again, going over through Illinois and Indiana. Gee, who do I know in Indiana? I think I know a few people in Indiana. Then sneaking up deep into Michigan. I've got some friends in Michigan that I need to see. From there, I will wrap around Lake Erie one more time, cutting through the Ohio area, very close to my buddy John Rogers. Probably drop in and see him, and maybe just drop in and see my friend Nikki M. I've yet to meet her. I've been through Sandusky 3 times. Maybe the 4th time's the charm. She seems a little more open this time, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to sneak down into the corner of Pennsylvania. There is a strange oddity there in Pennsylvania. There's a place called Gravity Hill where you can look this up on YouTube. You put a ball on the ground, and I mean, you stand there looking, and it's going downhill that way. But when you put a ball on the ground, it rolls uphill. I want to see this with my own 2 eyes, and I want you to see it too. Now, this part isn't quite as ironed out, but I'm feeling good about it. I am feeling good about it. I do need to get back up to see my cousin in Maine. And there's another friend of mine who's up in Maine, one of the, quite frankly, people. Definitely going to run into her. I bitch slap Satin. It lives up that way. She and her husband said, come on by. So I'm going to cut laterally through upstate New York. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge at Jayla 17. If you're open for meeting for a cup of coffee, young lady, I would love to shake your hand and take a picture with you. But I'm going to get up into Maine and then come back down and visit my brother Joey Mormon, of course, in Boston, and Cynthia, our motorcycle riding friend from Foxhole. She said, Zoe, we got to have another beer, and I think we're going to. Then I'm going to continue down into the New York City area. That's where, fingers crossed, let's hope it works out to where I can join Frank for a night in the studio. And this is where it gets a little sketchy, okay? This is where I need to figure things out. I reached out to Prayer Warrior Girl, who I know is somewhere. Let's see. Now, there's some really, really nice motorcycle riding in the Carolinas. There's a place called the Dragon's Tail that is insane. I want to ride through that again. I need to find out where she is in the Carolinas and figure out a way to meet up with Prayer Warrior Girl. So that's right here in Maryland. The reason I stopped right there is because that's where our friend Awakened Mom is, and I'm most definitely going to stop and say hello to Awakened Mom. So that gets me to Maryland. What path I take going down the eastern seaboard, well, that remains to be seen. I could take a coastal route, or I could head inland. I'm not sure. It all depends on whereabouts Prayer Warrior Girl is in the Carolina areas. I need to find out exactly where that is on a map. From there, I do head south. This is right where my mother lives. I'll be spending some time with my mother in South Carolina. Nice little place called Hilton Head. And from there, it's a hop, skip, and a jump down to see Uncle Krusty in Georgia. Get myself some peaches, hang out with Krusty. Absolutely a blast. I wonder if I could stay up late with him and do a broadcast with him. That would be a lot of fun. Now, this is something that I don't think I will ever get the chance to do again, so I've got to do it, and I got to do it this year. I want to take the coastal route all the way around the outside of Florida. I've already promised all the people back at my work that I am going to send them a picture of myself in Key West with a hurricane in my hand. Maybe 2. Then I plan on coming up the west side of Florida. Again, just taking the coastal route all the way up. Stop in and see a little friend in the Clearwater area. Wonder who that could be. And then wind my way out to the panhandle of Florida, where there is a great place called Panama City. I haven't been to Panama City in about 10, 12 years, but I really hope to get there. Now, this is where I need to reach out to my brother, Val Kimber, because that's right below Alabama. So, Val, I'll be emailing you here in the next week or 10 days and find out this would be my opportunity. This would be my opportunity to sneak up into Alabama and find you, my friend. And then, one way or another, my travels are going to take me over to Houston because I have a dear friend in Houston that he's been to my place. I need to go to his place. From there, I figure it's not that far to sneak over and at least say hello to my friend Girl Patriot. Hop, skip, and a jump right there. Hop, skip, and a jump. So what remains to be plotted, my friends, is how I get back here from here. I mean, I could go any number of ways. I always kind of wanted to go here to the Four Corners where there's a monument. In fact, I went there several years ago during the COVID thing, and they closed the exhibit. How you close a chunk of concrete is beyond me, but they closed it. So Four Corners would be a place I would like to go. I just always wanted to go there and say, I stood in 4 states at the same time. It's the only place you can do it in the 48 states. Just how I get from there to here is anyone's guess. The Texan has invited me to get up into, if I get into the Dallas area, to come and see him, and I'm really hoping that that's going to work out. But this part of the journey I'm still working on. But this is what I want to offer to you. Now take a good look at this. Take a good look at this map, okay? Folks, if you are anywhere within 100 miles of that black line, okay, I really want you to write to me. I really want you to write to me and say, Zoe, come on down. Let's get a picture taken together, okay? My email address is zosodude at protonmail.com, okay? If you are anywhere near that black line, I want you to reach out to me because, my friends, I want to meet as many people as possible. That is what's fun for me. Putting them on the air, greasing them with a little swag. It's going to be a lot of fun. Every year when I do this, it's just absolutely a kick in the pants. Sometimes I get to meet people that I've met previously. And it's kind of nice to have certain stopping places where, you know, I know I'm welcome, and B, I know it's going to be a restful night's sleep, like my friend Abe Sinclair's place. He said, Zoe, my cellar is your cellar. Anyway, are you along these lines? You got any recommendations of places that I should go and see? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. I'll be putting the final touches on this over the course of the next 10 days. I plan on shoving off on Monday the 24th. I've got to get a lot of things in order between now and then. I have got, oh my goodness, I've got a ton of shirts to make. I've put the building on hold. I've got to do nothing but print shirts, so I have things to give away. And I got to get this building done. Oh my God, I've got to get this building handed. I got to hand them the certificate of occupancy. I'm exhausted just thinking about it. So far this week, this is Wednesday night, I've already got 35. 35 hours in, and it's Wednesday. I still have 2 days to go. And then all next week. I need the stars to line up. I need the stars to line up on this one. I also need a sip of grog. I need a big sip of grog. All right, let me get a quick peek. Let me get a quick peek at what you guys are saying out there. I want to just see if I'm missing anything like, Zoe, you got to go by. God forbid you can't get on that schedule, says Abe Sinclair. I will visit Craig Mason. Absolutely, Abe. Abe is in the audience. Isn't that amazing? And he turned himself blue even. Yes. Okay. Oh, Mobico. Mobico commented on the new seat on my motorcycle. He said, dude, that's a road sofa. That's exactly what it is, Moby. It is indeed a road sofa. That Mustang seat is the most comfortable. I mean, I might even go for a ride tonight after the show if I have the energy. It is that nice. It is that freaking nice. All right, let's see what they're saying over here. Zoe, you got to go by a place I'm not sharing on here. Okay. Is that where you get Alabama Hot Pockets, Sleeping Stars? So Sleeping Stars, I kind of need the crosshairs of where you are in Washington, kiddo. Please be sure and send me an email letting me know where you are, because somewhere between Monday the 24th and Tuesday the 25th, I should be somewhere in your neighborhood. I'm hoping to see you and the Spuds and my brother Due Diligence. So reach out to me. Val Kimber, I'm going to be reaching out to you. I will be reaching out to you. Very good. Very good. Okay, Sleeping Stars says she will email me. Very good. What about you YouTubers? Where are you guys at? Where are you guys at? What states? Mobico says flat as hell in Minnesota. Well, is that where you're at, Moby? Minnesota? I'm going to be going right through there. Panhandle of Florida, also known as the Redneck Riviera. I know it well. I've been there several times. Yeah, I made you famous. I made you famous, Abe. Maddie F&B, you know, I'm going to be cruising through to say hello to you, my brother. There in eastern Pennsylvania. You know that. That's a fact, Jack. That is a fact, Jack. I'll be stopping in to see Crazy Chuck with a K. I got to show him the fancy seat he got me. He's right there in Ohio. He already knows I'm coming by. He knows I'm coming by. Crockett Man says, Isanti, Minnesota. That's awesome. Crockett Man, please drop me an email. Actually, I think I have your email. I think you wrote me for a shirt, did you not? So I hope to be bringing it to you in purpose. John Otter says, the last time you blasted through Northwest Indiana, there was a fire under your ass. Boy, you weren't kidding. I spent a lot of time in Indiana. I went north. I went down to Bloomington. I went back all the way up north to Valparaiso. It's a beautiful state. I was really impressed with Indiana. Very cool people there. Very, very cool people. Ginger, if by some remote chance you and your husband aren't already on an airplane heading to your wonderful destination, just coming by and shaking your hand would make my day. Let's stay in touch. I'll send you an email as I get in the neighborhood. Purple Pixie says I'm welcome to stop by. Well, that is a wonderful offer right there. Thank you, Purple Pixie. Wow. Fantastic. I would love to drop in and see you again. How great. Oh, yes. And Goobage says, Zoe, make sure you have a heat plan. I have a heat plan. I'm staying the hell away from it. She is referencing the fact that last year, last year on my cross country run, I was, well, I got heat stroke. And heat stroke is it's a really unusual thing. You would think that you hear the word stroke, right? You think that you know, you're out of it. It's not like that. It's something that like builds inside of you, and sometimes it can take like a week to start showing symptoms of heat stroke. I learned quite a bit about it after getting it. You know, I went through the Arizona and Texas deserts at unbelievable temperatures. Arizona, I rode through Arizona for 5 hours straight in 117 degrees, and it was so damn hot that when I got off my motorcycle and walked across the blacktop of my friend's house, the sole of my boot delaminated from my shoe. It was so hot, it melted the glue holding the soles of my shoes on. That's what I call freaking hot, people. I had to buy new boots that night just to continue on my journey. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. But it didn't catch up with me until I got into Pennsylvania. And I woke up one night one morning in a hotel room in Pittsburgh, and I swear to God, I thought it was having a heart attack. I thought it was all over. Like you ain't making it home, buddy. So rather than run to the hospital and get myself checked out, I did the next best thing. I rode all the way to Spazzo Yeti's house. Did I see Spazzo Yeti in the chat out there? Good to see you, man. I thought I saw you earlier. A great guy. Great freaking guy. Got to hang out with Spaz and his dad. Really, really salt of the earth, man. Great freaking people. Kind of invited myself upon him, but he was like, dude, can you chill out right there? It looks great to me. I pulled up a piece of patio and I was happy as a clam. You know, your brother Zoe doesn't need much. I don't need the lap of luxury. If you can throw me a piece of front lawn and I can spread out my sleeping bag, I'm happy as a lark. I had some really, really wonderful stays on the last trip. Victoria Lee put me up in this, like, you know, storybook princess bedroom of hers that is just spectacular. Yes, it was amazing. It was an amazing. Folks, I am so looking forward to this. You have no idea. No idea. Crazy Chuck with a K, if you are still out there, my man, thank you kindly. You made this trip possible, and I'm going to be able to go so much farther. So much farther. Oh, that comfy little seat. That road sofa. The road sofa. Oh, that's freaking phenomenal. All right. I need to share this with you. I'm going to be ending the show a little early tonight. I got to tell you, folks, I'm spent. I mean, I'm exhausted, and I have to be at the job site at 5:45 tomorrow. So Zoe's probably going to be shutting this one down a wee bit earlier than normal. But dang it, I wanted to share something with you, and it was classic. It was a freaking classic. It'll come to me. Anyway, we're working on Mrs. Zoe. Okay. One of my sailors recommended, hey, why don't you get Mrs. Zoe to come on your show and show some pictures of her amazing trip through Portugal and Spain, and tell us a little bit about all the photos that you were showing on air. I said, wow, that's a freaking great idea. So I asked her about it, and You know how opposites attract? Okay. I mean, I'm clearly, I don't know, sort of a extrovert, maybe you might call me. I'm not saying Mrs. Zoe is introverted, but she's not. Um, she's not crazy about putting herself out there. It's not that she won't. I mean, she's snuck in here on camera a number of times, but as far as like, sitting down and doing an entire program with me or half of a show, you know, um, it's going to take a little work, folks. It's going to take a little work. I think I can talk her into it. I really do. Um, she went to some amazing places, and I mean the photos that you guys have seen that only scratches the surface of what she really saw. She told me that she was just absolutely in awe of so many things she saw there. She in particular mentioned the some of the Catholic churches that she passed through. She couldn't believe how ornate they were on the inside, and the money that they must spend to gold plate everything. It is pretty crazy, pretty crazy. But I'm working on her. I'm working on her. I think we'll get her. You're in Pittsburgh, Moby? Well, I'm going right through Pittsburgh, buddy. Absolutely through Pittsburgh. And Daniel NLN let me know he's in San Francisco. Daniel, that is going to be on my way home. When I hit San Fran, I am 5 hours from my house. So I would be happy to stop by and see you. In fact, I have to tell you that coastal route from San Francisco, if you go over the Bay Bridge, and you ride up this coastal route through like Sebastopol and end up in Eureka, oh my God, that is the nicest. That is one of the most badass motorcycle rides you will ever take. It's just beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. It's breathtaking. Oh, I mean, what's to go wrong? You're taking the coastal route through Carmel and all. Oh my God. Yeah, I think I kind of owe that to myself. I should do that. Yep, the Big Sur coastline, man. It is beers with Zoe. Sounds like a plan, my friend. Sounds like a plan. All right. If you guys can forgive me on this one, I know it's like 40 minutes early, but seriously, I could hit that pillow right now and be asleep in seconds. It's been you know how mental or physical fatigue, kicks the crap out of you, like last Sunday when I actually canceled the mystery ship Sunday night because I was out in the sun all day and probably didn't drink enough water, and I was just spent. Uh, Mental fatigue can be equally, if not even more, tiring in certain ways. I spent the entire day making sure the concrete guys were doing their job right, planning this, planning that, bringing in this guy, solving elevator problems, making sure that my crews are showing up Friday and Saturday. I've got cleaners coming. Then I need to get everything out of the building because this weekend they're coming in to seal the floors. Meanwhile, my door guy still has a whole bunch of work to still do there. And my HVAC guy needs to come do the startups on all of my machinery. None of it is running yet, and it's hotter than blazes. And I spent the entire day just juggling subcontractors. I was so glad when this day was over, and honestly, I mean when I turned off when I shut down my last report today, I looked up at my phone and I said, "Holy crap! I've got to be on the air in 27 minutes." I just hauled ass home and splashed a little water on my face, and here I am. So I'm spent, people. I'm spent. I do want to thank each and every one of you for your amazing support. I have to do something special for those lemon people over there. Those lemon people have just really upped the charge, and I want to tell you, that lemon balance that I have right now, folks, that's one of the things that's going to carry me through. I'm going to be on the road for about a month. I only get 2 weeks paid vacation. So after that, there's no more money coming in. That's where that lemon love is going to come in. That's what's going to cover my gas and possibly hotel expenses on the way back home, because I really don't want to run up my credit cards. I really don't. I just paid them off. I am excited about one thing. Tomorrow night, I will be going up to Albany, Oregon, where I'm going to see my youngest daughter graduate from college. This is an exciting moment for me. I'm extremely proud of her. I know she doesn't watch the show, but Victoria Fay, if you are watching, your old man is extremely proud of you, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see you in all your splendor tomorrow night as you get your diploma. This should be great. I'll tell you what, before I go, let me take one last gander over here at, let's see if maybe, no, that's the wrong station. Medford, Channel 12. KDRV. Let's see if by any chance they aired that video segment so that I could share it with you. That would be fun. That would be fun. Oh, come on. Regional, local, Firewatch. We don't want that. We don't want that. News. Local news. Local. Video. Here we go. Let's see what's cooking in the video department. Come on now. I want to show my people the story. Medford homelessness, Musketeers death, dive team, poker chip run. Ooh, I should find out about the poker chip run. Interesting. Weather features, contest, deal cards. Contact us now. News. Let's just see what it says on news. Oh, I went to the wrong place. Local. Here we go. Well, it doesn't look like they have provided any video. Wait, am I wrong? Am I wrong here? Have they aired the segment that they shot at my job site today? No, not yet. Okay, we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait until the next mystery ship. Okay, I'll share it with you on the next show. I love each and every one of you. Yes, Empress Bitch says too much stress. You, your body, your mind need to rest. Translation: get your ass to bed, dude. Empress Bitch. You see this? Empress Bitch, when I come up this way, I really want to run in to see you. I really want to run in to see you, okay? I think you sent me your number in a DM. I'm going to be reaching out to you. All right, let's do something special over here. I'm going to release the scratching for those people who scratch that itch over at Pilled Foxhole, the home of free speech in America. Thank you to the Mats for keeping me on the air over there. I'm very proud of that. And then these wonderful lemon lubbards. A land lubbard. These lemon lubbards. I need to do something special for them. Let's step on the gas. What do you say, people? Let's step on the gas. All right, Zoso is sending some love your way. Zoso is sending some freaking love your way, people. Here comes a whopper. Here comes a whopper. All right. Gloria Paddock, how are you doing, kiddo? Good to see you. Okay, so in a few more seconds, there ought to be a treasure chest with your name on it. In a few seconds, there ought to be a treasure chest with your name on it. Who is going to reap the benefits of tonight? It's coming. It's coming. I promise. So is Christmas. Oh, look, they're hauling in gold pills over there in gold pill land. That's good. That's always good. Okay, let's see what happens over here at D Live. And, come on. Sleeping Stars, baby. Holy Hannah. Look at that. Jayla17, TL Spud, Gloria Paddock, Bad Zoot. Congratulations, you guys. Hey, that is freaking. That'll get you some hot dogs. That'll get you some hot dogs, little lady. You are welcome, kiddo. You are absolutely welcome. Oh, that's good. All right. Yes, folks. Kindly forgive me as your brother Zoe is, there's so many cliches, but we only use those on construction sites. I can't say that to you nice people in the chat here tonight. I'm going to bow out gracefully. There's a pillow with my name on it somewhere not too far from here. Thank you all for checking in with me. I will have the rest of this map filled out probably by our next meeting. So if you are anywhere in this vicinity, kindly, I'm not kidding you, please reach out to me, Zosodude, ZOSODUDE at protonmail.com. Say, Zo, come by and see me. I would love to. I would love to. Have yourselves a very fine evening. I'm going to fold my tent, folks. This kid is, spent. I'm just spent. Good night. Good night over there. Good night, all you fine folks. See you around the bend. Watch out for horny manatees. Anyone that says, don't touch this dial. Wait. Well, Mrs. Zoe just came sneaking into the garage. Maybe I will be able to get her to join me. Maybe even on Friday. We'll see. We shall see. Good night to all you wonderful sailors. I will see you around the bend.